Welcome to Spanish 111 online. I wanted to give you a little orientation of how to approach the class. First thing you do is log into our Moodle. So it's going to be listed in WebAdvisor under the section that you're enrolled in. So you're going to open it up. Welcome to Spanish Class 111. You can see this is the textbook that you're going to need. And up here tells you where to start. First thing you want to do is download and read the syllabus, parts 1 and part 2. And the next thing you want to do is immediately take the syllabus quiz. So study it, know it well, and take the quiz because you have to have at least an 80% on the syllabus quiz in order to move on to the next assignments. You have assignments due the very first week, okay? And so you don't want to delay on getting that syllabus quiz completed because you have to complete it in order to unlock those assignments. Also, you have to complete it to avoid being withdrawn from the class. Because this is a special semester, here is some information about COVID-19. You're going to need to open this and read it. And then you can see I've put labels. All these labels are in Spanish. So what you want to do is learn this vocabulary. The first one, Plan de Estudios para la Clase, that means syllabus, class syllabus. And I haven't put it here yet, but your syllabus for this class, which is Spanish 111, and then your section number will appear right here. After you've completed it, you're going to do the syllabus quiz. You have unlimited attempts, but you have to get at least an 80%. The next step is going to be that you're going to complete your distance learning orientation, and that is available in Moodle. There's a distance learning orientation shell. After you've completed it, you're going to upload it here. It may be that you completed this in a past semester. If that's the case, all you got to do is upload your certificate. Libreria, that means bookstore. So here I've presented you with two different options for how to get your materials. You could get them from the bookstore on campus, and if you do that, the price is $353.75. Remember that even if it seems expensive to you, this is your material for Spanish 111, 112, and 211. So it will carry you through all of the classes offered at Craven Community College. If you choose to go a cheaper route, you can go directly to this bookstore, Vista Higher Learning Bookstore. And for the same bundle, you will pay $297.60. The only catch is that you can't use financial aid if you buy your materials from here. If you're in a completely online class and completely online lab and you choose to not purchase a physical copy of the book, you're going to be planning to read it and complete your activities looking at a screen through the vText, then you would purchase the SuperSite Plus vText WebSam, which includes 36-month access, and you would pay $175. This option is not available in the college bookstore. Ayuda Tecnológica, technology help. You want to open all three of these and read through them because they're going to help you problem solve, give you your toolkit for being successful in an online environment. I strive to make everything that is in your class accessible. So these are the accessibility statements for some of the platforms and tools that we'll be using. Resultados académicos del estudiante. That means student learning outcomes. You can click on this and open it so you can see what it is that you're going to be learning and how that aligns with the outcomes. Anuncios, that means announcements. It's important for you to check your announcements every day so you can stay up to date. For example, if you looked at it now, you don't see an announcement here because I'm using an old shell to show you this, but there would be an announcement here because I have already actually sent you one. As far as online tutoring for Spanish, I'm still in the process of making sure that there is a Spanish tutor available, but I will update this with information as it becomes available. Resources. This is a great way to grab your accent marks when you're typing. So if you open this, it'll take you to this website where you can actually type your you can click these, and let's say I wanted that, and then I would copy it, and then I would be able to put it right where I want it. This is the dictionary that I recommend for you to look up words that you do not know. And then that brings us to week 1, semana una, el 19 al 25 de agosto, 19th to 25th of August. All of the dates are in Spanish. And this would not be available to you until after you've completed the syllabus quiz. But once you get to this point, you can see what a week looks like. Sequencing is very important in language learning, and so you need to do these activities in the order in which I list them here. You can each week find out what your learning outcomes are, what the communication goals and the lesson goals. That kind of helps you orient yourself as to what you're going to be studying. And then you want to go through and just do everything that's available. You want to watch this video, then you want to create an introduction, answering all of these questions. I have already given you an example. I introduced myself and I answered all of the questions so you can see what I'm looking for, and you can learn more about me as your instructor. Ed puzzles are something that you'll have most weeks. When you open an ed puzzle, this is what it looks like. And they're interactive, some of them. So you'll watch it. When you do, click play. You can make it into a large screen with this, and then you're going to have the option for captions. Meaning subtitles. Yeah, so always watch the videos in full screen so you can see them completely. There's always an additional vocabulary list, so always open this up and add it to what you're studying when you're learning vocabulary. And then, for example, in week 1, you're going to read this article, then you've got a quiz based on it. You only have 1 attempt. I always put how many attempts you have on whatever the quiz it is. You're going to learn how to get started with SuperSite by clicking this. And then you'll always use this link each week to access your credit, no credit SuperSite assignments, and those are always due on Tuesday night. You'll navigate through, you will watch the videos. Then, for example, here is an ed puzzle about syllables, and then you have a quiz following up. Here's another ed puzzle. Then you're going to learn how to use a program called Flipgrid by clicking here, and this is what your first Flipgrid looks like. When you go to Flipgrid, you're always going to click this option on the right, Join with Microsoft, and then what you want to do is you want to always use your Craven CC email address. So you would type that in there. I'm going to open it with mine just so you can see how it looks. And there's your first assignment, okay? So you carefully read the instructions, click Show More so you can finish seeing the instructions. At the bottom, I always put an example. So you would click on my example so you could see what it is that you're going to need to do. And then you'll record your video. And I kind of lost the page there, so bear with me a moment. Also, instead of all this scrolling that I'm doing, if you click the hamburger at the top, you can find the place where you want to be and select that, and then select the hamburger again so that it takes you right to whichever week you're working in. You don't always have to keep scrolling through Moodle to get to where you want to go. So let me log in here again. There it is. So record a response. This is what you want to click in order to make your video. Then you have another ed puzzle. It teaches you how to make accent marks in forums. And then you have this kind of cumulative assignment to write down here at the bottom. If you have any questions while you are working through everything this week, don't hesitate to reach out. Always do your assignments in your class before you do your assignments for lab. Lab is a different Moodle shell. It's 181. And you should always do it after you finish all of these. So I hope this helps you with your sequencing, and I hope this helps you feel confident in the course. Also, if you want to meet with me, the office hours are 11:30 to 2, okay, Mondays and Wednesdays. And if those hours don't work for you, let me know and we'll set up another appointment. I will set up a WebEx link for you so that it will be just like this. You'll be able to see me, you'll be able to hear me, but we will not meet in person because of COVID-19. Alternatively, you can schedule a time to talk to me on the phone. It's just that if we're meeting with WebEx, you can actually show me your screen and show me what it is that you have a question about, and we can look at it together. So I hope that this answers your questions, and I look forward to watching you learn Spanish.